June 12, 1993, a date forever etched into the minds of Nigerians. The country endured one of its darkest moments when the sitting military government annulled the results of the presidential elections. That decision set back Nigeria's return to democracy by 6 years. It has since been remembered as an ugly precedent against civilian rule in the country. Democracy was not the only victim of General Ibrahim Babangida's annulment of the June 12 election. MKO Abiola, having declared himself as rightful winner of the election, later died in custody after 4 years of imprisonment. Abiola has since been immortalized as a hero of Nigeria's democratic history. But there were other victims, unsung heroes of the 1993 annulled presidential elections whose stories were never heard, and now AF24 News has taken the time to uncover their stories.
My name is Comrade Okonlawon Toyin. I'm a human rights activist and I'm a community leader, and I can also say I'm an element of change.
My name is Comrade Abiola Mustafa, AKE June 12. I'm a tenor, I'm a good fashion. I even made a little cap for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Through Alhaja Fatima Tinubu. Came that name because of the organization that I belong to, which we started from 1987 through the Babangida regime. We started the struggle about the peace of this nation. When we do the struggle till 93, before the Babangida said that he wanted to hand over democracy, and we did the election. I went to do the election, and the election is free and fair.
Yes, after the 1993 presidential election that was annulled, so I was part of those that took to the streets at that time. So when the journey started for justice at that time, I could remember on old Onekwan pedestrian bridge, someone was shot from the helicopter. So people dispersed from Onekwan, Fadeyi to Pangrove and all that. So the fight continued. So
for the people of this nation. So that time, Babangida is announced the June 12, and people are now come out that's looking for their mandates. So our organization, CD, also Nadeco, many organizations, we now join hands together that we wanted to collect our mandate and we move to the road that we need our mandate. So that time is Abacha that is in Lagos as a commandant. So when we have started the rally, they are now setting their people, which is a soldier man, to attack us. So from there, I jump on top of that bridge. We went to the under the bridge with the bullet and the wound. Because if I'm not jumping that very day, I'm not be alive today. I jumped there, I dodged myself, all those soldiers, and I say, come out. I told them that I can't come out. I was in bad luck this morning. I'm going to my job. So before I have the incident, now I say, okay, I know come, I say I can come out. From there, the Dia come. When Dia come, now I told all the soldiers that surrender their gun. And I said people to come and carry me under the bridge. So when they carry me, they took me to the general hospital at Island. That general hospital, that White House. And that took me, when I took me there, and I sit down there, waiting for treatment. No treatment. Okay, from there I saw one man. The man is my angel, which God sent to me that very day. He just see the signature of Dr. Bell Quarters on Kuti. He said, who give you this letter? I said, Dr. Bell Corner. I said, okay. Nurse, come. Take the money of the injection. Go and get me the injection, come. The nurse went to the pharmacy and he bring the injection. When they give me the injection, the blood stopped. It's from there I escaped my life because the blood just coming out like a water.
When I became a student of Obafemi Awolowo University and also part of the student union movement, So when MKO Abiola was murdered, so we also took to the streets, and then in collaboration with the Students' Union and every other political organizations on campus, we formed an alliance and got a banner printed for a peaceful protest, of which the police at that time, they were part of the rally and they led. So as we moved from the campus gate, moving toward Mayfair, suddenly they just turned back at us and opened fire sporadically with AK-47 rifles. So then we were about 24,001 students that were part of the rally. So I was one of those that was shot at the femur. So during the time I fell, I noticed I wanted to crawl, really, because when we watch American film that time, you see people being shot and they crawl with bed. I was as heavy as a container. I could not move. I was even trying to dodge myself to sink my body on the ground so that the bullet will not hit me there again. And one other person that was also shot was Abayomi. One other guy, Murita Lapopola, was shot at the private parts. Though he died like 3 weeks on admission bed at the Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital. Some students were pierced with bullets, some sustained series of injuries. So in the pool of blood there, I noticed while the gun was on, they were shelling. One other guy came to carry Igbekoyi, bagged him and took him away. While the police came for me, even with the fractured leg, they kicked my leg and the leg just dangled, moved me inside the patrol van. One other guy that fainted, they picked him too, and we were at More police station behind the counter. And there they were even spitting at us, kicking us, all sort of things like that. So that was the day I knew police can lie. So after spending about 6 hours behind the counter, losing blood, and I told the guy that God fainted and woke up. I said something was working with me. I'm very dry, I need to drink something. So I was not allowed to take anything. So from there I was taken to Obafemi Awolowo Teaching Hospital complex, where I was admitted at the emergency unit there. But on getting there, the police that came, some were on mufti, they just dropped me and moved out.
Now find bed that they would want to put me. It's never is not lose 1 hour. The nurse just come inside. Say, Baba, I say, what happened? He say, those soldier that is in the gate, as we move. I say, where I want to move to? I was among of 7 people who they carry come to that place. You understand me? Some face stand up. Myself, I know. So when the gate just comes, come as you find way, because I'm the only one fit to stand up. From there, I just open the window, break the window, fall in the back of the hospital. When I fall there, I just move inside the flower there. So from there now, those soldiers are now break the gates, enter the hospital. Those stress that been there on the bed, still talking a bit, they shoot all of them. It's from there I make my statement that out of the 7 dead body, God make me alive. So, and now, when my brother went to my Dr. Bekorason Kuti, now give them another letter again to come to the hospital, come and carry me. When I come out to the hospital, no any treatment. The leg is now swell up. Now just removing like like something you put a bread in the tea. You see how it's falling. That is how the meat is falling that very day.
So students tried both Muslim organization and Christian organization on campus donated for us. Students came, they donated blood for transfusion and so on. So we are attended to, though all bills were footed by our parents at the teaching hospital, yes. So on the admission there, the first surgery that was performed on me was fasciotomy. whereby they had to cut the dead tissues out, because when a bullet, the AK-47 bullet moves 1,000 kilometers per second, and the moment it entered, fractured the bone and created an exit point, which was very big. And after then, I had secondary suture, I had skin graft, anatomy, where I developed foot drop. There was elongation of tendons Achilles, and with passive movements. So till date, I've had about 10 surgeries, and still on it. The injury persists, the pains, every other thing, but I just keep going.
Took me from Lagos here, went to UCH, no treatment. Went to Osogbo, no treatment. From there, I went to Kwara State. All those our women right now called the Commissioner of Police of the Kwara State now to attend me to there. When I was there, I didn't get the phone number of the man again, but I was in the hospital there. No treatment. So that time when they said I was to go and bring the house, I sent my brother to Lagos to come and meet Dr. Beko. May God give him rest in peace. I was on the outside there, waiting there for 4 days. They didn't attend me for a long before the commissioner come there. Now come and say, who's Mustafa? Who's Mustafa from Lagos? Now taking me up and treat me before they amputated the leg.
Because the mind is not tired, and I'm not losing hope so far that we are actually getting what we prayed for. So I know by God's grace we will get there. I've just been using a coping strategy.
Even this thing that you are seeing, so all my family are run away. It's bad news they are hearing. See that maybe Mustafa, as we know he actually is a fashion man, but maybe he went to go and carry something in the bag. Okay. Many people are talking their own. Many people say the guy don't die. And I came to Lagos. When I came to Lagos, I went to Dr. Beko. Dr. Beko assisted me, take care of my family. If the way the man is taking all my destiny, I don't like even when the man died, I cry will not be anything. Nothing that I need when Dr. Beko was not done for me. Accommodation, after the death, nothing again. So we are now moving to Alausa. Upon our struggle, Asiwaju knows. What do you say knows? Let us go and look for where we can. We cannot labor in vain. You understand me? We went there. Lagos State attended us through Okwemba Midele. Okwemba Midele is a commissioner of youth and sport that time. We're supposed to be a better person today. Because the way Asiwaju take care of us, we didn't get it. Later in the day, the regime of Asiwaju has gone. Babatunde Fashola is there also. Now give us recognition. Babatunde Fashola promised me house, promised me empowerment. That Mustafa, all what you need, I will do it. But I know that Fashola did it, but we didn't see it. I can stay so. Once I'm not so now. We thank God that Asiwaju is there now. But we want to let him have a little rest. You understand me? To answer the people of this nation in the way that the people will know that this is a person that we fought for. Because since when democracy is ruling, I'm always saying it that I never see what I need, what I want for democracy. You cannot be a soldier and come out in uniform. You understand me? You cannot come say that you want to be a president. Real democracy must come from the civilian to civilian. This is what we have now.
These are a few victims of the June 12 struggle that survived to tell their harrowing tales. They came face to face with death when they protested against military rule and the aborted mandate of the late Moshood Abiola. The soldiers and police at the time were given the marching order to smash any dissenting voice raised against the ruling junta. Protesters were shot at, thoroughly beaten, and tortured. Many were killed and many more were severely injured. Many of these victims are now permanently deformed, while some still nurse scars of injuries they sustained at fighting for Nigeria's democracy. The scars of the protesters are not only in the physical dimension, some have also, as a result of their brutal injuries, been relegated to a life of dire want. Comrade Mustafa, who lost his right leg after he was shot at close range by soldiers during a protest, is now facing eviction and in need of accommodation.